Hello everyone, welcome back to the Hassan Arts. So in this video tutorial we will create a satisfying and simply spaced aircraft in Blender. First you go to the Sketchfab and download this model for it. The first one is the aircraft model and the second one is the deep space sky box of the nebula. So don't worry, I'm also provided a link in the description and check it out that. So let's get started. Okay, so this is our aircraft model. So first I'm going to take some name to it, aircraft. Okay, that's it. And this is the mostly you can take the collection to that. Let's name aircraft also. So first I'm going to hide that also. First one thing I can take to that, so empty and a plain access, and meanwhile this the press RJ, correct the vertices also, and press A and shift S and cursor to selected. Take the cursor to the geometry with the help of 3D cursor, origin to geometry. Okay, that's it. And now we can so bring to be up this scale of that also, and then select your aircraft and select this one empty and press Ctrl P to parent. Then this is the mostly step first. Now we can so just select that and hide that also, and take one collection. Another we can take name to that Thursday flame. Okay, press shift C, take the cursor on the center point. Oh, I forgot to work on the screencast key mostly. And now we can take another plane, press shift A and click on the plane, and then we can go to the shading mode, and in the shading mode you can so click on this icon and the new button of the material we put, and you can so just delete the principal SDF, and now you can press shift A again and type it max shader here, and then you can plug it to this upper one surface, and then again evasion, put down it, plug into the shader, and then another one transparent VSDF and plug into the shader. And another thing you can add this also, shift A and then type it gradient texture, upper it and plug into the fact, and then click on this and press Ctrl T and drag it, and now you can change this linear to the spherical, and then you can plug this object to vector. Now again you can, so we can go to the edit mode. In the edit mode section we can select this lower vertices. So but before we can so just select that fully and press R Y 90 degrees, RY 90 degrees, and then you can so select this vertices and press G and Z to grab it, something like that. So we can test, it will be perfect for it also. So now here in the Z axis, scale up in the Z, so you can type 0.5 or increase it to the 2. That's better. So reduce it. Okay, that's it. Now you can, so just here we can grab it, something like that, and grab going to be up it also, and then select that fully and press shift D and press right click. Now we can so press R Z 90 degrees and then press A to fully select that and press shift D to duplicate it and press right click again and press R Z 45 angle. That's perfect setup. Now you can take the cursor point on that midpoint here and then press shift A and click on the plane. So shift it to the object mode also. Here in the object mode we can so just press shift A again and take the one color ramp. You also search it and then we can so shift it to the B spline, and the B spline mode you can so grab it something like that, and also this one a little bit, and also we can add another one color for that. That's it. Now you G for grab that to this side menu and also grab this one, and then you can press shift A again and take and search color ramp, and then plug it to this emission also, and then you can choose in your choice color. I'm choose it like light blue, and this one like dark light blue. That's perfect. And now fake this giant to this fake. So our this flame is ready. So we can go to the cycle mode. We check out that, and GPU sections. That's fully ready. Now we can so just take animation to them also. We go to the layout sections and bring to be up this one also. We can so shift the graph editor, but we shift it to the material viewport also. And now we can, you here to this object properties, and here in the scale up you take it one keyframe there also, and go to the modifier properties also. You can change it to this, but here is some problem there. You look at the cursor point here, the origin point is here in this time and the middle of the thruster, so we can shift it to the upper part of that. So we can go to the object mode and select that fully, and G and Z to bring to be lower that also. Okay, so now we can just select that and go to the modifier and add noise modifier. So first of all we can check that also. That's it. If you want to adjust that here, like take scale up to that also, increase the scale of it, and then you can adjust the strength of that. I'm not take it because it's fully settled already there. Okay, that's it. Now back to this timeline menu also, and take a name to that. There's no flame also. Make sure you can save your file there also with any number and character. Press Shift T to take the cursor on the main point also. Now there is another thing we can take it to that also. Press Shift A and take one in empty and scale of it. And now we can so bind with them also. Control P. Parent that. We will also move this one. Now we can so unhide the or this aircraft also. Press RZ 90 degrees. Again RZ 90. And is for scale up it. And then scale up it. I think I will change this color for that. We can go to the shading report. It's look like not match much more with them. I'm also try my best to that. Yeah, that's it. Let's look better. So we can just copy this also. This both one to the other flame engine. Press Shift D to duplicate it to the other one also. That's it. Now you can so bind with them and select the upper the empty of them. Select this empty and this one and select the main of the aircraft one and press Ctrl P and click on the object. Now you'll look at its parent to them also. Also we can suggest select that fully and bring moving up to this aircraft file. Also select this one and up it. Now delete this one also and take this name to the empty also aircraft and don't forget to save your file. Okay, so this set also. Now we can so import this import skybox for that also. So I'm importing the skybox, but before I can take one collection to that also and take a name to this skybox also. This is a deep space skybox of Nebula. I'm bring down it. Okay. I simply drag it also. So you go to download it with the help of the description link. I take it to you also in the description. Check it out there. It's a sketchfab free file also, and this is the our Nicola skybox also. It's look pretty. Now what we can do next? But before we can select the skybox and just hide that also. We can focus on our work. So first we can suggest create another collection and take a name to that curve path. This is the path of our this aircraft. So we can press shift A and then go to the curve and click on the path and S for scallop it. Now we can so press R Z 90 degrees also. That's it. And take a name to that also aircraft path. And then you can select the empty of the main empty of the aircraft and go to the constraint properties and click on the add object constraint properties, and then you can choose the follow path, and you can so take a target with them also this one pathway which we can create it for that. Now it will be showing some irregular activities, so we can so just click on this follow curve and then select that and moving to be the backward. That's it. Okay, here we can so take another one camera setting for that also. So press alt and then and mouse middle button scroll, you can click on that to find some position. I'm choose this that's one for it, and then add on camera, and then you can so click on this, jump to the in point also and take the camera band marker camera, this one. And also you can press alt control alt 0 to take the focus on the midpoint. Now we can so want to track this the aircraft also. So what we can do, we can go to the constraint menu and click on the track tool. Meanwhile we can track some objects also, so just we can click this eyedropper pen also and take the target within the aircraft. Now it will automatically follow this and track that's automatically the aircraft. You can click on this empty and you can so check it out that also how it can track this. So we can click on this camera. Now we can take some animation to them also in this time. So we can click on this camera and go to the camera setting data properties also. You can click on the depth of field and you can look out that it can be showing their depth of field like blurry type. If your depth of field cannot work properly, you can so go to the depth menu in the solid viewport, go to this depth of field and on this depth of field it will be worked. Now when I can have this, you look that it's clearly seen that it can be something like blurry type. So what we can do in this time, So but before we can so select that one also, and we can so make the animation like 300 frame animations. Type it, the endpoint is under 300 animations. Maybe 350 will be better for it also. So I'm just click on this and go to the constraint and check this point also, and click on this, jump to the endpoint of this side menu, and now you can so grab that, increase the number of size also. It will be gone to the another path. Okay, now you can press I on that point. So we can check it out that our animation will be something like that. Also, if you remind this in the far section, this is the blur. If the nearest to the our point, it can so reduce the blur and pass away. That's really nice effects of the depth of field. So what we can do, so we can increase this depth of field also, something like that. And now we can so decrease the focal length size of that also, to look much more far away. That's good. Now we can so just stick keyframe to the depth of field at the f stop point also. We can so just stick it also. We can so on that spin point in the 70 frame. Clear it also in 90. Fully clear it also and take on keyframe there. So create some transition on it to look much more perfect. Yeah, that's nice. We play again it and look it out that also. So we can so reduce the speed also. It's much more like fast type. That's it. Now we can take another thing for that also. That's a very good thing also. I'm just focus on this point also, like this type, and then in the 100 keyframe and the 100mm focal length, and we can take a check out that one keyframe to that, and on this auto keyframe, and this time reduce it, something like that. Also this one is really in a bad moment scene. That's it. Okay, this is our animation is on 300 frame. So now what we can do in the next step? In the next step, we can suggest select that also the fully feature of the aircraft also. Meanwhile, we can first hide this the path also, and then select that fully, and then we can so duplicate it to the other side. We can so make actually a 3 to 4 some aircraft we can flying in the deep space. Also we can so shift it, duplicate it to the other side. It will be jumping, so you can take care about that also, and shift it, duplicate another one also to the other side. That's it. Okay, now we can also look it out this in the don't forget to save your file, and we can so look it out this animation in the render viewport. But before we can so on the skybox also, we check it out that how it's look like. It's in the cycle viewport. It's gonna be take some time because we can so shift to the AV. In the AV sections, what's going on there? Okay, this is the AV mode. Check it out there. If you look at it, something like much more darker on it. Yeah, that's a very pretty look like. Okay, so we can take some another thing to get also. So I'm going to take is something like here one sun there also, and going to be up it also, and take the strength to that also to the 5. Maybe good. It will be better look like in the cycle mode. Also, it's going to be take effects on the this plane also. It will look better, and then we can so take a pinky type color to that also. Not much more pinky because the environment is look like much more pinky type, but I'm choosing it like a pinky effect for that also. So I'm increase the strength also to the 10th, so find the better result for that also. And then increase the exposure. So I'm check that's what's going on there of that. I guess it's not take some effects on it. The light section here, I'm shift to the, I'll check it in the 100. It's not take, it's 500. No, okay, we can take it to this 15 strength, and another thing for that also. Another thing for that, we can press shift A, and then you can add area plan and bring to be up it, and as for scale up it for that also to cover this area, and G and Z to bring to be up it also, and rotate it something like that. And then we can so just shift to the desk menu and scrub it and choose the paint type color. Not much more paint, but I think it's good, so we can 50 and then log it out there. Somehow it can work on it, but we can so nearest to that. Yeah, it's work on it. So that's it. And here to look it out this scene now, I'm used something like some compositing nodes also in it, and add some music effects and also the sound effect to them, and check it out the result of that.
In the silent depths of the cosmos, where stars whisper secrets and galaxies drift like dreams, an unknown force emerges. Prepare to witness the arrival of the unknown.